Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our IELTS writing series. Are you unsure how to tackle the "Do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages" essay type in IELTS Writing Task 2? This video will guide you through structuring your essay, brainstorming ideas, and writing examples to help you score 7.0 and above. Let's get started. In today's video, we'll tackle an important question prompt. Some people believe that online education provides more advantages than disadvantages. Do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? This type of question is common in IELTS Writing Task 2 and requires you to evaluate both sides of an issue and clearly express your position. Whether you think the advantages outweigh the disadvantages are more significant, or you prefer a balanced position, I'll guide you through each step to craft a high-scoring essay.
Step 1. Understanding the prompt. First, let's break down the question. This type of question asks you to evaluate both the pros and cons of an issue and clearly state whether the advantages outweigh the disadvantages or vice versa. Your response should present a balanced analysis while leaning toward one side. To succeed, you must address both the advantages and disadvantages, clearly state and justify your position, and support your arguments with relevant examples and reasoning.
Step 2. Plan your essay. Take 5 minutes to plan your essay. Planning your essay is like setting the stage for a great performance. First, decide your stance and identify 2 to 3 strong points for each side. This helps you see the bigger picture and anticipate counterarguments.
A clear plan ensures your essay is coherent and well-structured. Step 3. Write a strong introduction. A strong introduction sets the tone for your essay. Follow these steps. 1. Paraphrase the question to show you understand the topic. 2. Clearly state your position. For example, in this task, some people believe that online education provides more advantages than disadvantages. Do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? You may paraphrase the background given. You may say, some individuals hold the view that online education offers more benefits than drawbacks. Then state your position. For instance, if you believe that the benefits outweigh the drawbacks, you may say, I concur with that perspective. Or if you think that the drawbacks outweigh the benefits, you may say, however, I contend that the drawbacks outweigh the benefits. Or if you want to stay on the balanced position, you may say, while it offers notable advantages like flexibility and accessibility, it also presents challenges such as limited interpersonal engagement. You may also begin by presenting a background relevant to the task and present a more direct position statement. For instance, if you think that the benefits outweigh the drawbacks, you may say, in today's world, online education has revolutionized the way individuals learn. While there are certain challenges associated with this mode of learning, I firmly believe that the benefits far outweigh the drawbacks due to its accessibility and flexibility. Or if you think the drawbacks outweigh the benefits, you may say, online education has become a popular choice for many learners. However, I contend that its drawbacks, such as reduced personal interaction and lack of structure, are more significant than its benefits. Or if you decide to stay on a balanced position, you may say, the rise of online education has transformed learning worldwide. While it offers notable advantages like flexibility and accessibility, it also presents challenges such as limited interpersonal engagement.
Step 4. Develop body paragraphs. Now, let's focus on structuring the body paragraphs based on your stance. Each body paragraph should include a clear topic sentence, an explanation of the point, and a specific example to support the point. Option 1. Advantages outweigh the disadvantages. In body paragraph 1, discuss the major advantages. Here is an example body paragraph 1. Begin your paragraph with a clear topic sentence. This sentence introduces the main idea and makes your point clear to the examiner. For example, the paragraph starts with, one of the greatest advantages of online education is its accessibility and flexibility. This immediately tells the reader what the paragraph will discuss, 2 specific benefits of online education. Next, explain your topic sentence with supporting details. This is where you expand on your main idea. In our example, the writer explains how online education removes geographical barriers, enabling students from remote areas to access quality education. This shows the reader why online education is accessible.
Now, add a specific example to illustrate your point. Examples make your arguments more concrete and relatable. The paragraph includes this example. A student in a rural village can enroll in a course from a top-tier university abroad. This demonstrates how online education makes learning opportunities available to everyone, regardless of location. After that, bring in a second supporting idea to add depth to your argument. In this case, the writer mentions how online education allows learners to balance their studies with other responsibilities, such as work or family commitments. This highlights the flexibility of online learning. Finally, wrap up your paragraph with a concluding sentence that ties everything together. The paragraph ends with, by promoting inclusivity and accommodating diverse schedules, online education empowers individuals to pursue their academic goals at their convenience. This reinforces the main idea and leaves a lasting impression on the reader. Embody paragraph 2, acknowledge disadvantages but explain why they are less significant. Here is an example body paragraph 2. Start with a topic sentence that introduces the main idea of the paragraph. For example, despite its benefits, online education does face some notable challenges. This sentence sets the tone, signaling that the paragraph will discuss the drawbacks of online education. It also mentions why the drawbacks pale in comparison with the benefits.
Next, outline the challenges clearly and concisely. Each issue should be explained logically. After outlining the challenges, transition to solutions or mitigating factors to reinforce your position that the drawbacks are less significant. Finally, wrap up your paragraph with a concluding sentence that ties everything together. The paragraph concludes, with these solutions, the drawbacks of online education are increasingly being addressed. This not only summarizes the solutions, but also leaves the reader with a positive impression of the argument.
Option 2, disadvantages outweigh the advantages. In body paragraph 1, highlight the drawbacks. First things first, start with a clear and concise topic sentence. This sets the focus of your paragraph. In our example, one major drawback of online education is the lack of personal interaction. This topic sentence introduces the main idea and tells the examiner exactly what the paragraph will discuss, the downside of limited interaction. Next, expand on your topic sentence with supporting details. This is where you explain your point further. In this paragraph, the writer contrasts online education with traditional classrooms, saying, traditional classrooms encourage direct communication between students and teachers, fostering engagement and collaboration. This comparison strengthens the argument by highlighting what online education lacks. Now, take it a step further by explaining the impact of the issue. Why does this drawback matter? The paragraph continues. In contrast, online platforms often isolate learners, limiting opportunities to build communication and teamwork skills. This shows how the lack of interaction affects a student's overall development. A strong paragraph often covers multiple angles. After discussing one drawback, move to another related point. Here, the writer introduces the issue of self-discipline. Many online students struggle with self-discipline due to the absence of a structured environment. Finally, wrap it up with a concluding sentence that ties everything together. The paragraph ends with, these issues highlight how online education fails to replicate the supportive and interactive atmosphere of traditional learning settings. This not only summarizes the drawbacks, but also reinforces the main argument, leaving a lasting impression on the reader. This adds depth to the argument by showing another critical limitation of online education. Embody paragraph 2, mention advantages, but emphasize their limitations. To kick things off, begin with a topic sentence that introduces the idea while hinting at a nuanced discussion. For example, while online education offers certain advantages, its benefits are limited. This sentence acknowledges the advantages, but immediately signals that the focus will be on their limitations. It's a great way to create balance and set the stage for your argument. After the topic sentence, briefly mention an advantage to show awareness of the opposing side. In this paragraph, for instance, it provides flexibility, allowing students to learn at their own pace and schedule. This gives credit to the convenience of online education, which is a valid point, and sets up the contrast that follows.
Next, immediately follow the advantage with a counterpoint that highlights its limitations. The paragraph states, however, this often results in procrastination and poor time management, especially among younger learners. This is a great strategy. It acknowledges the benefit but emphasizes why it's not always effective. To strengthen your argument, expand with more drawbacks. Each point should be relevant and well explained. Finally, end the paragraph with a sentence that ties everything together and reinforces your stance. Here's how this paragraph concludes. These limitations underscore that while online education is convenient, it cannot fully replace the comprehensive experience provided by in-person learning environments. This summary effectively reiterates the argument and leaves a lasting impression on the reader.
Option 3, balance position. In body paragraph 1, discuss the advantages. Here is an example body paragraph 1. Begin with a clear and concise topic sentence. This sets the focus for your paragraph and tells the examiner exactly what the paragraph will discuss. In our example, the topic sentence is, one of the key merits of online education is its flexibility. It's direct and introduces the main idea, online education's flexibility, as a major benefit. Now, once you've introduced your main point, it's time to explain it in detail. For example, students can access courses at their own pace, enabling them to balance their studies with work or personal responsibilities. Here, the writer explains how flexibility helps students juggle their education with other aspects of their lives. This makes the argument more relatable and grounded in real-life situations. Next, include an example to back up your explanation. Examples make your point more convincing and give the reader something concrete to connect with. For instance, the paragraph goes on to say, this accessibility is particularly beneficial for learners in remote areas who might otherwise struggle to attend traditional institutions. This example shows how flexibility is especially helpful for people who might otherwise face barriers to education. After providing your example, strengthen your argument by adding further supporting details. In this paragraph, the writer continues, additionally, online platforms often provide a wide variety of resources, such as video lectures and interactive tools, making learning more engaging and tailored to individual needs. By adding this, the writer shows that online education doesn't just provide flexibility, it also enhances learning experiences with a range of useful tools. Finally, wrap up the paragraph by summarizing the idea and reinforcing your argument. In this case, the paragraph ends with, these factors collectively empower students with greater control over their education, enhancing learning opportunities for diverse populations. This conclusion reinforces the idea that online education offers unique advantages, emphasizing empowerment and accessibility. In body paragraph 2, address the disadvantages. Here is an example body paragraph 2. First, you want to start with a topic sentence that clearly outlines the main idea of the paragraph. For example, however, online education also comes with notable drawbacks, particularly in its lack of interpersonal interaction. This topic sentence signals to the reader that the paragraph will discuss some of the challenges associated with online education, providing the necessary context for the points to follow. Next, you need to explain the issue in more detail. This is where you elaborate on the point introduced in the topic sentence. In our paragraph, it explains virtual classrooms often limit direct communication between students and instructors, potentially hindering the development of essential social and teamwork skills. Here, the writer clarifies how the lack of face-to-face interaction can have a real-world impact, particularly on the development of social and collaborative abilities, which are crucial in many professions.
Once you've explained the main issue, it's time to expand by introducing additional drawbacks. This keeps the argument balanced and multifaceted. For example, the paragraph continues, furthermore, online learning requires a high level of self-discipline and motivation, which some learners may struggle to maintain. This adds depth to the argument by acknowledging that personal responsibility and self-management are crucial in online education, and some learners may find this challenging. Now, add an example or further explanation to support your point. This helps strengthen the argument. In the paragraph, it says, technical challenges, such as unreliable internet connections, can further disrupt the learning experience, creating disparities among students from different socioeconomic backgrounds. This example highlights how external factors like poor infrastructure can affect the learning process and create inequality, adding more weight to the argument. Finally, you'll want to conclude the paragraph by reinforcing your main point and tying everything together. This is where the writer says, "These limitations underscore the importance of addressing the human and infrastructural gaps to ensure that online education fulfills its potential." This conclusion restates the importance of resolving the issues discussed, emphasizing that for online education to reach its full potential, these challenges need to be overcome.
Step 5. Writing the conclusion. Your conclusion should summarize your main points and reaffirm your position. It should include a brief restatement of your key arguments and a clear statement of your overall position. Here are examples for each stance. Advantages outweigh the disadvantages. In conclusion, while online education has certain downsides, its ability to provide accessible, flexible, and inclusive learning opportunities clearly outweighs these challenges. Disadvantages outweigh the advantages. In conclusion, although online education offers certain positive outcomes, its limitations, such as lack of interaction and structure, make its negative impacts more significant.
Balanced position. In conclusion, online education presents both significant positive and negative influences. And that's how you tackle do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? Prompt in IELTS Writing Task 2. The key to a high-scoring essay is presenting clear, well-supported arguments with relevant examples. Practice writing essays on similar topics to improve your skills. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more IELTS tips and strategies. Good luck, and see you in the next video.